What's going on, Hard Walk fam? Welcome to the weekly check-in. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking it's been a while. Right now you're thinking weekly. This is the monthly check-in. Nah, it's the weekly check-in. Welcome to the weekly check-in, y'all. Today is Sunday, September 25th, and this is the weekly check-in. It is still weekly. The last time you saw me, it was what, Sunday, September 4th? 3 weeks ago? Anyway, a lot has happened since the last time y'all have seen me, and I apologize for that. I had left to go on a trip the week after you saw me, the week of the 9th. So it would have been the 11th that I was supposed to check in, I think. And I was out of town, as a matter of fact. So I went out of town. You know I'm in Texas. I'm in the Houston metro area. And I went out of town to Maine because I went to college in Maine. And I got inducted into the Alumni Hall of Fame for my alma mater. And so I flew out to Maine, got inducted into the Alumni Hall of Fame. By the way, he's sitting right there. And I was out of town that weekend, and it was a really busy weekend. At the same time, I was also working on a project in my doctoral program, and I was not filming, I wasn't doing anything, and I did not get a video uploaded, so please forgive me. And then the following weekend when I was back home, I was working on a part of a research assignment for my doctoral project, and I really got caught up in that and did not upload a video. Please forgive me, y'all. So 2 weeks back to back, I didn't upload a video, and I appreciate the folks who did check in with me. Faith, big shout out to you. I had a couple folks that checked in with me, was like, hey, yo, what's going on? And I will also admit, I did fall off the wagon a little bit. Lack of that accountability, knowing I'm coming to do a video, I stopped tracking my progress and fell off the wagon. Not 100% though, because mentally, I was still on myself somewhat, like, hey, you know, you need to be drinking water. But as far as my time goal goes, it kind of went out the window a little bit. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna lie to you. And the water goal too. So I really wasn't tracking at all over the past couple weeks. Going into when I headed out of town, I was somewhat, and then it kind of went downhill. As far as my food goal goes, I wasn't tracking, but I wasn't going overboard. So let's see. I'm trying to think. Last video, we talked about a number of things. I had talked about how I was still having symptoms of being sick. Was tested, it was not COVID. I talked about how I went in to see my doctor. My doctor had left, so I now have a new provider. Not sure if that provider is even going to be my permanent provider. I didn't recap day by day. Talked about how I needed to step it up on the time goal and the water goal and get the food goal up and going. And as you can see, over the past couple weeks, did not work on that. Now that we are here, we are going to get things back on track. We meaning I need to get things back on track. All right. I will say this though. I started tracking these videos. Now I can't even remember when I actually started the channel. I want to say it was probably a couple months ago now. And that has honestly really helped me keep things in check. And I will say, because I think it was probably a month or so after a doctor's appointment I had, which was around the end of May, which would have meant I started this channel right around June. It has helped. It has helped. And being that, yes, I might have fell off the wagon. I wouldn't even say fall off the wagon. Slipped off the wagon. Still holding on. It doesn't mean that I'm quitting. That ain't gonna happen, Captain. I'm still I'm still very conscious of the goals we have, still very much on board with making this happen. And so all I'm doing is getting back on the wagon. And so I did a weigh-in. I actually kept weighing in. I never stopped weighing in. I still do weigh in every Sunday morning. I did not weigh in when I was out of town, but when I got back, I didn't weigh in this Sunday because I was out of town this Sunday. But when I got back, I still weighed in. As a matter of fact, when I got back, my weight was down. So here's what happened with the weigh-ins. Let me check on my phone. So the week of September 4th, right? My weight on September 4th, my last video, and I actually rewatched that video. I noticed I didn't talk about the weight on that day. I talked about my weights for the doctor's visit and that I was, I think, 18 pounds down from my visit in May to my visit that weekend, but I didn't talk about my actual weigh-in on the 4th. So my weigh-in on the 4th was 343. And then the weekend that I got back from going out of town, my weigh-in was 341. So my weight went down. My weigh-in this morning is still 341. So I didn't gain nothing over the 2 weeks I was slacking. I maintained that weight at 341. Still down 2 pounds from 343 when I last checked in with y'all. So I fell off the wagon, but as far as weight goes, I'm down 2 pounds. So don't be too hard on your guy. This coming week though, the time goal is going back on board, y'all, because that's where I think I was slacking the most. I was starting to fall back into some old habits with not tracking my time. And to be honest, I have way too many things going on to not be sticking to the time goal. As a matter of fact, that's why the time goal became a thing, right? Because I had so many things going on. I knew that school was starting up in August, and I was like, man, I need to be on a very set schedule because I have, assignments, work, trying to incorporate regular activity. And so I needed to be on a fairly decent schedule to make everything fit. You only have 24 hours in a day. And so that time goal was important because I needed to be like, okay, being up by 5:30, in bed by 10, so that I can have things on a schedule. So, of course, today is Sunday, so don't hold me. I was up a little late this morning, but Monday morning, tomorrow, I want to start being back up at 5:30 and then being in bed by 10 p.m. and continue that throughout the week. Also with the water goal, I need to get back on track with a water goal. This is still Houston, Texas, y'all, and the heat and humidity is not going anywhere. And as we know, the water is still just important, right? Outside of that, the food goal, I have been doing not perfect with it, but I haven't been doing terrible. There are some things though that I really want to tighten up as far as not necessarily snacking, well, snacking too, but also I have some pretty bad habits as far as eating late that I definitely need to cut out. So that's one of the things I want to focus on this week. And I will track that. I have this, y'all can't see it, behind the camera, I have this whiteboard that I have done like a log for my food goal. And what I'll do, I'll probably just do a photo of it and impose it in the video so y'all can see what my log looks like. And that's how we're gonna track how I'm doing with the food goal. I probably won't show y'all my log, but I'll show you what the log looks like. I did say how I'll report out with that is just I'll say whether I think I'm doing fair with the food goal or not. But I will keep reporting, overall, hey, I'm doing very good with the time. Hey, I'm doing pretty good with my water. And keep y'all up to date on how I'm doing. Please, please, please reach out to me. Let me know how y'all are doing. And check in with me. I'm going to check in with y'all. This week, one of the things I want to do is, because I realized how the last 2 weeks went, I'm going to try to work on things I can do to set myself up for success and give myself little reminders. So as trivial and cliche as that might sound, I might do little things like write myself a note on my mirror. So when I wake up in the morning, that's there. Write myself a little sticky on my computer. And the reason is, it's just little small reminders during the day that it's like, oh yeah, okay, keep it ever present up here. Just so I have those things. And then there is a reminder app that I used to have that I used to use back in the day. I might see if I re-download that app and start using it again, because I want to start getting back on track, y'all. I really do want to start getting back on track. And I will say that having this platform where I come to report out, even though there's not a lot of us on here, mentally it's really helped. It's definitely helped me because I know I'm coming on here to report. I have a lot of close friends that check in on here and family. So this is a really personal space for me, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for checking in, and look out for next week. Nothing is gonna stop me from coming to report out next week, y'all. This is a short video this week because I have some research homework to go do. So I need to go get to that. But thank you for checking in with me this week, and look out for me checking in next week. All right, I'm gonna go get this video uploaded, and I'm gonna check in with y'all. All right, one love.